Well, it's Saturday night, just before we go back to school again for term 3, and I'm thinking about the people in my maths office and my EAL class, and I'm going to make honey coconut biscuits. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out everything I need. I take out baking trays. I need butter. Oh, I think just over at the fridge there, but I've left my butter out. So it will be nice and soft. Sugar. One egg. You can't see me, but I'm going to my fridge. One egg from my chickens. Coconut and honey. Self-raising flour. And I'll need a tablespoon, which is just close by. I'm going to get out a bowl. Before I begin, I'm going to check and see what temperature the oven needs to be on when I put the biscuits in. It says a moderate oven, so I'm going to turn my oven on to 180 degrees Celsius, not fan forced. Okay, I'm going to need my scales so that I weigh everything and get it just right. Put my bowl on the scales and turn the scales on. It says cream, butter and sugar. I have to put in 125 grams of butter and half a cup of sugar. Start with the butter. I'm going to use a knife to cut the butter. Sorry about leaning past you there. 125 grams. Scales here. It says 70. $125. Getting pretty good at this. I do it quite a bit. Leave that butter out because I'll need that later for greasing the pan. Okay, butter and half a cup of sugar. Get out my cup measure. Half a cup. So I've estimated half a cup because I do this quite a bit. My butter and sugar in there, cream the butter and sugar. I'll take a wooden spoon in order to do that. Now even though I've had it out and the heat is on to try and warm it up, it's still fairly firm. So I'm going to put that in the microwave just for 30 seconds. And that will soften that up a bit. Sorry, it's hard to see the dog. That'll make it easier for me to mix because it was quite hard, and if I have to cream it, that will take me quite a bit of mixing and stirring. It's very difficult if the butter's firm. That's why I had the butter left out, but it still was a bit hard. After I have done that, I'm going to have to add the egg. Okay. Well, that's easy to cream now. Don't know if you can see that. Perhaps I should be doing it closer to you so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Now that's a little bit too melted. So I'm going to let that sit a bit to cool down. Oh no, that's not too bad. Needs to be a bit firmer. add the egg. Compost in. It says beat until light and fluffy. It's pretty light because it was melted. You see that okay? I've got to get this in just the right angle. Okay, light and fluffy, we've got it. Add the coconut and the honey and beat until combined. Okay, I'm going to put that up there. I think you can see that from there. Add the coconut. It's 2 tablespoons of coconut and 2 tablespoons of honey. That's my tablespoon. And make them level tablespoons, not heaped. 2. 2 of honey. Just see if I've got another jar already open. No. Bring this over so that you can see. Add the honey. Because I do think it's one of the difficult things to do. It's tablespoons of honey. Because the honey won't leave the lid. Oh, if I have to get it open. This may never come off. There we go. Okay, 2 tablespoons. Dip the spoon in and turn it so it doesn't drip everywhere. It can go in. 1. Drip off. So it's just down to a fine drizzle. And what I'll do, because there's still quite a bit of honey left on that, when I dip this next one in, I'll make it quite heaped. That accounts for what I lose still on the spoon. Again, letting it drip off. Here's my wooden spoon to help get that off the tablespoon. Of course, if you weren't watching, I would just clean up that spoon myself. I'll pop it in the sink instead. Okay, and what I'll do, it says beat it until combined. That's not kind of combined. The honey seems to be sitting in a blob in the middle. So I'm mixing that around. So now it feels like it's the same consistency all the way. Now what do I do? It says fold in the sifted flour and mix well. 1½ cups of self-raising flour. I'll do my cup measure. Shake it to make it level. Instead of getting the sifter, that's what I do. I shake it through the air, which is the same. I estimate ½ cup. Like I said, I've done this quite a bit before. Sifting, just to get the air into it. Okay, fold it in, mix well, fold. That's folding. getting firm now, still folding. 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 Still folding. You can see the action of my wrist as I fold. A couple of bits I flicked off there. Fold. Okay, that's pretty well done. Now it says, roll teaspoons of the mixtures and roll it in extra coconut. It says to use another cup of coconut. So I'm just going to pour some, not a cupful, because I don't think I'm going to use a cupful and I don't want to waste any. So I have to have my trays ready. What I do, I have to grease the trays. So I take the paper from around the butter. It still has little bits of butter on it. I use that to grease the trays. Generally, I don't use greased trays. I use baking paper instead. I'll show you one using baking paper. But that is greasing it. I'm not sure if you can see that little film of grease. Try and get that into the light so you can just see a film of grease on there. Put it in. Wash my hands, put it in. Okay, and now I'm going to use baking paper for the other tray. Baking paper, again, I'll do this a bit. I know that's how much I need. Put it down on the tray, ready to go. Okay, over there, till it's time for it. Okay, roll teaspoons of the mixture into balls, then into the coconut, place on the tray. Teaspoon, teaspoon, roll it, drop it into the coconut, mix it around, so I have that, place it on the tray. If you're concerned about that tray, there you go, it's a bit better. So that's what I'm going to do, roll it into the coconut, onto the tray. Teaspoon of mixture, take it in my fingers, roll it into a ball, drop it in the coconut, roll it through the coconut, make sure it catches on, shake the coconut, extra coconut off, pop that on the tray. Does it tell me how far apart? It says about 5 centimetres apart. So I've got them right now at about 5 centimetres apart. I normally like to use a bit more of the space than that, but I won't put them too close together in case they join. Do what the recipe tells me to do, and I'll continue with those. Just so that you don't have to watch that, which will be very tedious for you, I'll pause this while I get all of those onto a tray. Okay, I finished. I've washed my hands as well because they had lots of mixture on them. And I want to show you what I've ended up with. I've ended up with a tray of, I'm not sure if you can see that. Oh, I need to go back. Oh, now they're rolling around the place. So on this tray I've got 4 rows of 4. It's 16 plus 1 is 17. Hey, I'm a maths teacher, right? And on my other tray I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of 3 is 18. 18 and 17, I've got 35 altogether. The recipe says that it makes 35, so how about that? Now I'm going to pop it into the oven. I'm going to put the bigger amount on top, and I'm going to put the smaller amount on the middle run.